So, very good afternoon. In the previous class, we have understood what is the concept behind common size statements, and we have understood what is the pro forma of a common size in profit and loss account and a common size balance sheet. And we understood that the way we calculate the percentage under common size statement is by using a common base. So in today's class, we will focus on common size balance sheet. We will focus on common size balance sheet. So let us go first for the pro forma. So we say balance sheet of dash company as on dash and dash. We have particulars, note number, followed by two major columns, that is current year and previous year. For current year we have amount and percentage, for previous year also we have amount and percentage. So this is the pro forma, particulars, note number, followed by two amount columns, further subdivided, two amounts representing current year and previous year, further subdivided into asset and so amount and percentage, amount and percentage. So now in the particulars column, what do we take? In the particulars column, we take the pro forma of the balance sheet. Why? Because we are looking at what? Common size balance sheet. So the pro forma balance sheet is as follows. We have two parts, one equity and liability, two is assets. Under equity and liability we have one shareholders fund, under that we have share capital, reserves and surplus. Two, we have non-current liability, under which we have long-term BPL, long-term borrowings, long-term provision, long-term liability. Similarly, three, under current liability we have short-term PPL, short-term borrowing, short-term provision, short-term liability and trade payables. That gives us total liability. Similarly, part 2 we have assets. 1, we have non-current asset, we have fixed assets, then we have long-term investment, long-term loans and advances, other non-current assets. And we come to current assets. We have cash and cash equivalent, we have inventory, we have trade receivables. Then we have short-term others, short-term investment, short-term loans and advances, and other current assets. Like that we get total assets. So this is the basic pro forma. So in the particulars column, we keep the pro forma of the balance sheet, which we know and already understood it. And when we come to the current year, all the amounts what we take here are already given at the problem. So we need not worry much. The only point is with regard to the percentage column. How do we calculate the percentage? We calculate the percentage by using a common base. For all assets, the common base is total assets. For all liabilities, the common base is total liability. So how do you calculate the percentage for asset? It is individual asset by total asset into 100. For liabilities, how do you calculate it? It is individual liability by total liability into 100. So we know in the particulars we put the problem balance sheet, current year amount and previous year amount is given at the problem. We only need to focus on calculating of the percentage. So the percentage is calculated on a common base. For balance sheet, the common base for asset is total asset. The common base for liabilities is total liability. Now we'll understand the common size balance sheet. We'll take a problem and first we'll solve it. Now come to problem number 1. Prepare a common size balance sheet. So underline prepare common size balance sheet of Vishal Paper Limited from the following information. Fine. Take your pencil and come to the problem. Let us identify the subheads. Where do we take all these transactions? Share capital, we take it in share capital, write there as C. Reserves and surplus, we take it under the subhead reserves and surplus, write RS. Non-current liability, so we will take it under non-current liability, we will take it under long-term borrowings. Assume that non-current liabilities are presenting long-term borrowing. So write LTB. current liabilities. So current liabilities, we will take it under short-term liability, assuming it to be other current liabilities. Non-current assets, so we'll take it under, assuming it to be all fixed assets. And current assets, we will take it under other current assets, assuming it to be other current assets. So first we have to identify the transactions, and now come to the years. 31/3/2013, it is current year. 31/3/2012, that is previous year. And we start off with the problem. So first, so this is solution to problem number 1. Solution to problem number 1. Balance sheet of what is Vishal Paper Limited. Vishal Paper Limited as on 31/3/13 and 31/3/12. Now you are taking one company and you are taking two different time periods. Such comparison is called as what? Inter-period comparison. You are taking one company and taking two time periods. So it's inter-period comparison. Now straight away we have to go and start posting the amount. First only in the amount column. Later we'll come to the percentage column. Now come to share capital. So share capital is here. For the current year it is 21 lakhs. For the previous year it is 21 lakhs. Next, reserves and surplus. For the current year it is, so under reserves and surplus, it is 9,10,000, and for the previous year it is 6 lakhs. Now come to non-current liabilities. These are non-current liabilities. So we'll assume that they are long-term borrowings. So the long-term borrowings for current year is 24,45,000, and here it is 20,40,000. 20,40,000. Next we have current liabilities. So we'll assume that it will be other current liabilities. There is short-term liabilities, and it is 15,45,000, and it is 12,60,000. Then we'll go for non-current assets. Here are non-current assets. We'll assume this non-current asset to be fixed assets. So this is 43,40,000, and for the previous year it is 36 lakhs. Then we come to current assets. Current assets. We'll assume it to be say other current assets. So it is say 26 lakhs 60,000, and it is 24 lakhs. So with that we have completed the amount column. So first put up the pro forma, then fill in only the amount columns. Subsequent to it we can go to the percentage column. Now if you take here the total of this is 70 lakhs. 40, 60, 69, 70. The total of this is 70 lakhs. So the current year total assets, total liabilities and total assets are the same. Now come to the previous year. The previous year 30, 50, 60 lakhs. In 20, 20, 40, 56, 7, 9, 9 and plus 1 lakh. So it is 60 lakhs. So the previous year liabilities and assets also, you know, in balance sheet always total assets will be equal to the total liabilities. So with this, we finished the amount column. Now we are left with the percentage column. Now how do we get a percentage? We'll go to the liability side. Individual liability. Now I'm going for what? Share capital. Individual liability 21 lakhs divided by total liability, that is 70 lakhs. 70 lakhs into 100. Next come to reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus. How do we calculate percentage? Individual liability, how much it is? 9 lakh 10,000 divided by how much? 70 lakhs. That is total liability 70 lakhs into 100. Now come to the next. Individual liability, we are coming to what? Long-term borrowings. What is individual liability? 24 lakhs 45,000 divided by total liability. What is total liability? 70 lakhs into 100. Like that we get the respective, percentages. Now if you look at the first thing, this would be 30%. If you look at the second thing, this would be 13%. If you look at the next transaction, it would be 34.93% and so on. So here it is 30%, here it is 13%, here it is 34.93%. Then you have for 15,45,000, it is 22.07%, 22.07%. Obviously this would be 100%. 70 individual liability 70 by total liability, this would be 100%. Similarly, when we come to assets, now we are coming to what? We are coming to fixed assets. For fixed asset, what is the individual asset amount? 43 lakhs 40,000 divided by total asset. What is the total asset? 70 lakhs into 100. Similarly, come for other current assets. Individual asset. What is the individual asset amount? Here it is 26 lakh 60,000 divided by total asset. What is the total asset? 70 lakhs into 100. When you go ahead with the calculation, for this one it will be 62%, and here it would be 38%. So come here, for this it would be 62%, for this it would be 38%, and always the total thing would be always 100%, because this is the common base. Always the base would be 100. So exactly like this you have to calculate for the previous year also. Individual liability 21 lakhs divided by total liability 60 lakhs into 100. So this would be 35%. Individual liability 6 lakhs divided by total liability 60 lakhs into 100. So this would be 10%. Individual liability 20 lakh 40,000 divided by total liability 60 lakhs into 100. So this would be 34%. Individual liability 12 lakh 60,000 divided by total liability 60 lakhs into 100. That would be 21%, and this would be 100%. Now come to the asset side. Individual asset 36 lakhs divided by total asset 60 lakhs into 100. That would be 60%. Individual asset 24 lakhs divided by total asset 60 lakhs into 100. That would be 40%. and this would be 100%. 60 lakhs by 60 lakhs into 100 will be 100%. This is how it is. The problem will be solved. I hope it's easy.